What's going on, peeps? No starting screen today? An early afternoon stream? What's going on here? Well, I'm doing a menial task, and I thought, you know, why not stream? So that's what I'm doing. I haven't even put out the word on Twitter or Discord yet that I'm doing this because it was a last second decision. So let me do that really quick. Let's just went live on Twitch for a random surprise stream. Doing some mining. Was bored. Thought I'd stream. Come keep me company. And then the link. Whoops, no capital there. That was stupid. There we go. All right, now let me copy this so I don't have to retype it for Discord. Tweet that. Close that. Open Discord. I don't haven't even opened Discord today. Haven't even opened Discord today. Say what? All right. There we go. Let me drag that over here, actually. Way early metal indeed, Mac. This is what happens when I'm bored and I have nothing else to do. I thought I'd stream and bore you guys with it as well. To be fair, I think you guys are bored watching me to begin with, so I thought, you know, what's the difference? It's like, doesn't matter what I'm doing, you guys are probably bored watching me anyway, so it's like, might as well be something boring. Well, there's my doggy just coming to boot my leg. Scaring the crap out of me because he's a sneaky little pup. He just walked right in here. Didn't know it. Bumped my leg. I'm still putting the word out on Twitter. It was just like a last second decision. I've been playing for like an hour and a half. Let's check the Discord. How long ago did I sign in? I signed in at 11:30. It's been almost 2 hours. I've just been mucking around, doing some little chores that I've been meaning to do. And I was down here mining. I've been plowing my way through lava because, you know, down at diamond level, you're below lava. So I've been plowing my way through it before I start the actual mining. Some of them, like, it's like half the freaking tunnel is already done just from getting through the lava. One more channel after this. I love how so many Discord groups I'm in have self-promotion channels. There's only a handful that don't. So that's fun. Alright. Word is out. Mac, I appreciate you coming in, like, without prompting, by the way. I really appreciate that. Because I definitely hadn't got the word out, and here you are. But yeah, I'm just doing some mining. Yesterday, while I was watching RU stream, I got this finished. I've only been, like, in the middle of it for, like, you know, the last 6 months. I finally got it going. I was originally going to have the, oh, you got the Twitch notification. Nice. I don't have notifications. I'd get dinged too much. But, I've only been, in the middle of this for, like, the last, like, 6 months. I don't know if you guys remember, but, like, I blocked off this, and anytime I needed to go get, like diorite or granite or andesite or whatever, I'd come down here. That's what this all was. I was gathering andesite, I think. because I had already bought out RU shop, and he hadn't restocked yet, so I was down here digging. This is just a coincidence from where I recreated the water tube here. You forget you're always on your phone. Yeah, that's so weird, Mac. The Twitch mobile is so crappy. I don't know how you can deal with it. I mean, it's good for literally just watching and maybe typing in chat, and that's all it's like good for. You can't do anything else with it. But of course, if all you're doing is watching, I guess that's perfect. But anyway, I've been wanting to do this because obviously this stairway comes way down here at an angle, right? Well, I've been mining this way, so I would have to walk all the way down these stairs and turn around and run all this way. And now it's just straight up and down. I'll have to fill that little hole in. I did not know that was there. But just been gradually expanding this way now. I've been, as you can see, there's a crap load of lava down here. I've been plowing right through it. Like literally, you can see all these tunnels here that are just like dark because I was just plowing my way through the lava. That's literally all I was doing. Lexi, welcome in. How are you feeling? I haven't talked to you in a long time. How you feeling? I hope you're healing up good. I know you said you're going to be able to start treatments soon. Have those started yet? Or obviously you don't have to share nothing you don't feel comfortable with. But I know you last time I heard you said that you were going to be able to get treatments. But yeah, random middle of the afternoon stream because I was bored. I'm literally just here doing some mining. I'm like, you know what? I'm mining. I'm doing nothing. It's like, might as well stream. Just been listening to music while I've been doing this. Treatments haven't started yet. You go in on the 6th to talk about when. Nice. Well, I'm glad you're going to be able to get them. Is that one more? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, one more. I do the tinfoil chef mining method. 5 blocks torch, 5 blocks torch. But yeah, I really hope that those treatments work for you. Get rid of this nonsense once and for all. 2, 3, 4. Basically, you walk up as close as you can to the edge and just mine straight forward. That's 5 blocks. Then you mine the bottom, place your torch, and then of course you grab any ores along the way. And I personally like to keep the roofs filled in as well. That's a personal preference. I don't know how to pronounce your name. Agirn? I can't remember how you pronounce your name. Thanks for that first time chat, by the way, and I appreciate it. You know what? Let me go up there. Actually, let me go up there, so you can see it. Because I know RU mentioned the texture pack thing, and while yeah, it is a texture pack, I do have a texture pack. It's just 32-bit. It's just a 32-bit version of default for the most part. I have a few customized things that looks a little different for the most part. Other than that, it's just, the only thing that's really different is I have connected textures. So, like, for example, and I have variated stone bricks. So, for example, this is your default stone brick. But some of them I have that look like this. Some of them are upside down. Some of them have this. And, you know, it just breaks up the texture. You know? And then with the, like the sidewalks, for example. Oh yeah, by the way, if you haven't seen it, you wouldn't have seen it yet because I just did it this morning. I took out those 2 roads that I was talking about. But yeah, see the smooth stone, it's just connected smooth stone. That's all it is. So instead of that gridded pattern, it looks congruent. Are you show the city in the stream, and after that you said why not watch it live? Yeah, I work on it. Like, this is a very unusual time for me. I usually don't stream this early in the day. I usually don't start until, that's why I'm so laggy. I left this thing turned on. I usually don't stream until 6:30 p.m. Eastern time. which is about 5 hours from now. But I was mining, I was bored, I thought, why not go live? But like, as you can see, like, connect the textures is like the only thing that's really different. So like, I know he was showing off this when he mentioned it. When I first designed this building, I did not have connected textures for the polished granite, so it did look like default. Just 32-bit version of it. That's all it is. It's just a 32-bit version of default. It was just a happy coincidence that when I did get the connected textures for it, it just looks so much nicer. But when I designed it, it absolutely was default with the tile pattern. And this is what I'll be starting on Monday. It's the Sears Tower in Chicago. I refuse to call it Willis Tower. I simply refuse. But I'll be starting this Monday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern. I got all the materials gathered for it the other night, so I'm ready to roll. In fact, I do not have my wings on me because I was down plowing through lava, so I had on my chest plate so I could not die. Let me grab my wings so we can fly around. All right. What program ought I be using to design these buildings? Well, the only program I really use when I work with these is World Edit, and then Lightmatica to bring them over to this world, because I do the designing in creative mode. Oh, by the way, this is a trick I learned last stream. When you have a hologram from Lightmatica of your building and you want to see the final product, look at it through glass. That's the final product. That's exactly what it will look like when it's done. Of course, it'll have glass in there. It looks like there's no glass, but there is glass, of course. Let me show you let me just show you it in person, like the actual thing. I just have a creative build world, and then I just use World Edit to stack and fill things in, so it's a little easier. Here we go. Free cam will be faster, actually. Let me turn my speed up. I like using 2. Save. There we go, much faster. I wish you could do that with creative mode speed. But yeah, I just work it out, and then, like, for example, stacking. The bottom floor is 1 block taller than the rest. So basically, I built the whole bottom layer by hand, and then I built this layer by hand, and then it's a matter of just grabbing here. Well, actually, since I want the bar to be on the top, I grab here, come over here, and grab here. And then just rough out how many floors I want, and then stack. For example, let me copy this and move it so I can show you. Grab a copy, move over here, we'll paste it. So now I'll grab here, and then I'll grab here. So now let's say I want 30 floors. Well, I already have 1, so then I just stack 29. Stitch, welcome in. How you doing today? It's a little laggy. There we go. It takes it a little bit when you're doing a lot at once. But there you go. And then you just work your way around. And different heighted sections, like for example, this section here stops first. So I would just stack up to this height. And then I would just move over and like grab from just here to here. And then I would stack up to the next height. And then I would just move from here to here. And then stack up the rest of the way. And you just work your way around. And it goes pretty quick. It goes really quick. I don't know how people build without doing it in creative mode first. Like Lammy, for example. how Lammy can just freehand that mushroom and have it coming out looking flawless. I don't know. I could do it in creative mode first so I could like get all the kinks worked out and then put it into action in survival mode. I could do that all day, but she's doing it in survival mode right off the top, just freehanding it. I could not do that. Now, let me catch back on chat. All this explaining, I'm losing sight of chat. Lexi said it suddenly got quiet. Blame your new kitty. She loves messing with wires. Oh boy, unplug your headphones, I guess, huh? Do I need to be on rabbit hole watch? Well, Mac, normally I would say yes, but considering all I'm doing is digging tunnels, I would say no. This is objectively more interesting than me digging a hole. So, in this case, no. But, let's see. I forgot. I don't know how to pronounce your name. Is it Egern? I can't remember how you pronounce it. I only heard him pronounce it once. I want to make sure I'm saying your name correctly, at least. Nugget took a nap today. She's getting better. Oh, was Nugget been sick? I'm glad she's feeling better. Yeah, because it's the middle of the day, I'm actually getting texts for a change. Normally, I don't get texts because I let everybody know that would be texting me that I'll be streaming, so they stopped texting me. But this was an unplanned stream, so texts are coming in. Either one's fine with you. I'll go with Egern because it's a little easier to pronounce than going Egern or Egern. It's that hard double E, the ear. If that's how it is, I'll absolutely do it. But if you don't mind, I'll go with Egern. Let's see. Still catching up on chat, guys. The good news is she's getting a more regular nap schedule. That's always good news. You might find some more Let It mods for Bedrock Edition. I'm sure they have something on Bedrock, but I don't know for sure because I don't play Bedrock. I have it, but I never play it because I'm a Java guy. You just call them 26 stitch? Okay. You like the Egern or the Egern? Egern. It's actually more accurate. The first one, Egern. Reminds me of Men in Black. Egger, your skin's hanging off your bones. Because of her super hick accent. Edgar sounds like Egger. Egern, got it. That's what I'll use then. Yeah, this is how I do the designing. These two pads were previously occupied with the smaller version of this one here, and this one was the rainbow tower I built last week or earlier this week. But once they get built in the city, I don't keep them here anymore. I only keep them here, despite the fact that I already have them in a Lightmatica schematic by the time I'm building. I still leave them here in case I need to come and edit the schematic. I can come here and make tweaks and then get the new schematic updated. So I leave them here till they're done, then I tear them down. Because once they're built, and I'll still have the schematic of them, so it's not like they're gonna be lost. For example, we can grab, we have the right buttons here, grab the old stick, load schematics. You've seen the big building, the Met 1-to-1 scale. Do I even have? It'd probably be under M. No. Do I seriously not have it? Really? I only have the 1-to-1 version. Oh well. Anyway, there's... Oh, here we go, here we go. The Met KM version. This is what I wanted to do. So let me move this. Let me move this to me. Placements, move to me. And then we will do... Because I'm in creative mode, I can do this. Only because I have creative mode, I can literally paste the schematic in, and now I can turn it off. So this is the original version of this building. Fully decorated because this was on a server and everything. I had, you know, nice little lobby here. These were going to be shops, 4-floor shops. Nobody ever rented them before we ended up resetting the server. But I had a nice little lobby here. Same on this side, more shops. My favorite thing. I don't know if I'll be able to do this. I don't know if I'll be able to do this. Gonna lurk, you think Nugget wants to call Grandma? Okay, Stitch. Appreciate the lurk. Have a nice call with Grandma. I don't know if I can do this. Do I have... I can't do that. I can't do it here the way I wanted to. Hydrate. Do I even have water? I got some water. I thought I drank it all, but it might be some melted ice in there. Thanks for that, Redeem. I love ice. Water. Not much ice left in there. Eating ice is absolutely 10 out of 10. I love eating ice. If I had the data pack, the elevator data pack, I could still do it, but I don't think I could fly up there fast enough. Maybe, let's try this. Free cam. Let's turn the speed way up, like way up. Vertical speed is what I really need. Let's go as high. Let's go all the way to 10. That might actually work. All right, so check this out. Press this. I passed it. Where'd it go? It's too fast. It's too fast. It be too fast. I need to go right here. Let's turn that speed down a little bit because that's too fast. I can't get to the floor I need. Let's drop that down to like 5. 5 is probably fast enough as well. All right, so we press this. Let's free cam up here. Here we go. I wonder if I can hear... I wonder if you can hear sounds on free cam. Maybe not. I know what we can do. I know what we can do. Let's come up here and get our Y level. 114. So what I'll do, TP me. Same here. It's 114. Same here. Okay, maybe it's 115. There we go, 115. All right, so we'll do back down to like 2, I think it was. Or was it -2? Nope. I'm not used to using commands like this to get around. Call it -6. No, -55. Almost. I'll just break through here. All right. So I press this button. Let's go back up here. Now let's listen. There it is. I have a doorbell up here. Very, very, just your, literally just 2 gold blocks, 2 note blocks, tuned, repeater in between, and getting the redstone up here is literally, it's just a torch tower. It's literally just a torch tower. Very, very simple. Let me turn this free cam back down. It's way too fast. 2, please. There we go. 2's fast enough, but not too fast. Anyway, then the first floor here is a bar. Little pub, bar type deal. The next floor up is a nice little restaurant. Back here's the kitchen. And then the next floor up, it was my shop. Our server wasn't straight vanilla. We had plugins involved. So we had chest shop. So it was, instead of a diamond currency, we had like a different kind of currency. That album just ended. Let's switch to the next one. I'm in a Green Day mood today, so that's what I'm listening to. Redstone is a nightmare for you. You was never able to figure out how to do it. It depends on what you want to do, Lex. Some things are way simpler than others to do. Some things are way complex. For example, RU's mini games. Don't understand them at all. Like, I can like look at everything and I can tell you like how the signal path is going, but like I couldn't begin to tell you how to do that like from scratch. Couldn't even begin to tell you how to do something like that. Automatic doors, those are easy enough. If you want to do it like Griffin, that's a little trickier. But like, if you're just going with like a pressure plate or a button, those are easier. I mean, they're technically the same thing. You're just using a different method to open it. See, if you press the button, you know, it would trigger, it would be a pulse. You know, a stone button has a shorter pulse than a wood button does, but it would just be a pulse. Same with the pressure plate. But with the pufferfish, it's constant as long as the pufferfish are blown up. But like I said, some things are really easy, some things are hard, even for me. But yeah, we also had a plugin called World Guard that it was an anti-griefing plugin basically. But with that, you can stop ice from melting with a certain flag. You can stop coral from dying with the flag. That's why these were not dead before, but because I don't have that plugin here, they died. You can stop grass from growing. You can stop grass from dying. You can start. I mean, yeah, you can stop it from spreading. You can stop mycelium from spreading. That's the word I was looking for. Mycelium. See, one of these was dirt. This one was grass. This one was dirt, but grass spread. You can stop all that with World Guard. So that's how this was all possible. You want to do like a hidden lever thing. those like actually hiding the lever, or like have like a secret button that you press, like just having like a wall of levers and only one of them opens the door? Is that what you're talking about? But this was going to be a dance club, or like just a club in general. And then I designed this aquarium myself. This is one. I have 2 skills in Minecraft. 2. 1, replicating real life buildings in the game. 2, apparently doing aquarium decorations. Turns out I'm actually fairly decent at that, because I did this myself. And I think that looks pretty damn good, if you ask me. Of course, I'm biased. I'm the one that made it, but if I did, I think I'm still being objective in the fact that that looks good. And then here's like the actual like party floor. And then up here, where these are offices. Yes, quarter floor offices. People could have, rented it out or bought it. I was just giving all these rooms away, but there wasn't enough people at the time to give them away too. Have the hidden lever in your tree, and have the door blend in with the blocks in the walls. Gotcha. Yeah, that's absolutely doable. You can even have the lever a long way away from the door if you wanted to. Like, say this was your door, you could have the lever all the way over here if you wanted to. You just have to figure out how to get the redstone over there. As long as you plan for the space for the redstone, it's absolutely doable. But yeah, these were offices. That's how the seating in the hallway is how I can tell the offices apart from the apartments, because they're identical. Other than that, but you figure you got an plus the names, but the names on the signs should give it away. I wasn't reading the signs, but you figure you got an office with limited space in here. There might not be a whole lot of seating inside. So you have a little bit of seating outside. But I have a handful of floors that are all identical like that, with just quarter-sized floor offices. And then you get up to here, and these are half-floor offices. So you have an entire half here, and an entire half here. You got a few floors of those. And then you get to these, and they're full floors. Have a drink on me, indeed. Thanks for that, Redeem, Eggern. If I can ever get it to focus, this is as good as it's gonna get. These are in a book called Pretty Fly for a Mai Tai. Rock and roll themed cocktails. Let's see where we left off. I've just been doing them in order. This is called Won't Get Moscow Muled Again, inspired by the song Won't Get Fooled Again by The Who in 1971. Weighing in at a glorious 8.5 minutes, Won't Get Fooled Again was written not as the anthem many took it to be, but as a cautionary warning of the dangers of, like, Revolution Man. The track garnered critical acclaim for the way it mixed rock with what, back then, were pioneering synthesizer sounds. Our take on it is the Won't Get Moscow Muled Again, a cocktail that has garnered critical acclaim for the way it mixes vodka, fresh limes, and a dash of ginger beer. Don't get fooled by its sweet, sweet taste, however. It kicks like a mule. This recipe makes 2. 6 to 8 cracked ice cubes, 4 measures of vodka, juice of 4 limes, and ginger beer to top up. And the method is you put the ice cubes in a cocktail shaker, add the vodka and lime juice, good lord, words, and shake well. Pour without straining into 2 highball glasses over ice and top up with ginger beer. And that, ladies and germs, is Won't Get Moscow Muled Again. There's no picture this time to show you. Not that I could get it to focus on this book anyway. Eggern, thank you so much for that, Redeem. Let me... Man, this stream was so spur of the moment, I don't even have... I've only been following the chat with OBS. I don't even have my creator dashboard pulled up to do the thing. Manage reward requests. That's what I need to pull up and mark as complete. I really, really appreciate that. That's a very rarely redeemed. Well, redeem, actually. I think Emmy's the only one that ever redeems it. I like most rock and roll. With metal, I'm actually fairly picky with metal specifically. I don't normally, I'll say normally, and with an asterisk there, normally don't care for metal where they're just screaming, where it's unintelligible. If I don't mind screaming as long as they're screaming in a way where I can still understand them. But if it's just like a mush mouth kind of, you know, no words are audible. They're just making sounds with their voice. You know, I mean, I'm sure there's words there technically, but unless you're reading along with it, at least me, a lot of people can understand that without the words, but I can't. I should be able to understand what you're saying without having the lyrics in front of me. So, as long as I can understand what they're saying, you know, I don't have a problem with the screaming. For example, Ginger. Tati screams like crazy, but I can understand everything she's saying. That's the kind of screams I can tolerate. If I can't understand it, I'm not interested. Like, I don't know what you're saying, and what you're saying is the most important part. You have an artist who's gonna have me check out? He's a metal singer who has 3 different bands he's part of. I'm always down to give new music a chance. Like I said, Slipknot, they're hit and miss for me. Deep Purple, I never really got into them, but it's more a generational thing, I think. You know, they're, you know, a little older. And more of the style, you know, it's like, how do I put this? It's like, there's songs I absolutely like. That's not them, is it? That's not them, is it? Child in Time? Is that one of them? That seems like someone else. But is that Deep Purple? I can't remember. My brain, like I said, I'm not the hugest fan. But okay, Lex, I'll check it out for sure. I'm always down to at least give someone a listen. Most popular smoke on the water. Yeah, I knew that one. Everybody knows that one. I was trying to not go that way because it's like, oh, yeah, that's the only one you know. It's like, everybody knows that one though. It was the song in Twister when they're, if you've seen Twister, they're driving down the road. I think that's called Child in Time, if I'm not mistaken. I like that song, probably mostly because of that movie. But from now, to be perfectly fair, they probably have stuff that I would like if I had listened to it. But the stuff of theirs that I have heard, it's just not the style that I normally listen to. I am more of a thrash guy. Like straight up thrash. Especially like 80s style thrash. Because thrash kind of evolved throughout the years. You know, it's still fast and everything. But it's like Exodus, for example. Exodus sounds way different now than they did back in the day. Meanwhile, Overkill, for example, sounds very similar now to how they used to. At least the last album I heard by them did. uh, Metallica's changed a lot. Obviously, most people gave up on them either starting with the Black Album or after the Black Album. Some people include the Black Album with what they like. Some people don't. Me, personally, there's aspects of all of their albums that I enjoy. Even Saint Anger. Yes, the snare drum sounds like garbage. That's not disputable. That's just a fact. But that album gets some undeserved hate, in my opinion. Is every song on that album a gem? No. Are there more bad songs than good songs? Probably. But that doesn't mean I don't enjoy listening to that album from time to time. And Load and Reload get way more flack than they should. If any other band on this planet put out Load and Reload, they would have been hailed as masterpieces. But because it's Metallica, oh, it doesn't sound like Master of Puppets, so it sucks. No, bro. Are all the songs on those albums bangers? No. Are all of them good? No. But on Load and Reload, in my opinion at least, there's more good songs than bad ones. You can nitpick specific things. You can say some of the lyrics are weak, they don't make any sense. You can say some of the music choices they made weren't good, but as a whole, those albums are solid. They're rock solid. I love listening to Load and Reload. And point is, 80s thrash is where it's at for me in my brain, and bands that still play similar to that today. Overkill comes to mind. They still sound right on it. Obviously, the production sounds different, but like the writing style, still really fast. Thrashy is the word. That's the word. That's literally why it's called thrash. And that's my favorite style of metal. The death metal, like the heavy detuned. It's like it's fine, but it's like at some point you're just making sounds. I know that's all music is just sounds, but sometimes it's just sounds and they're not my thing. Obviously, everybody can love whatever they want. I got no problem with people enjoying anything. Just not for me. My opinion on 72 Seasons, I liked it. I enjoyed it. Not my favorite album of theirs by any means, but I enjoyed it. I would put it below Hardwired. Probably, I would put it squarely between Load and Reload. I'd put it above Reload, but below Load. Just in like what I like, because like I said, I love Load and Reload. But Reload was a little weaker than Load was. So I would put it square between those two. My favorite on that album. God. Let me look at the song list again. I got it right, y'all. My favorite of the singles was probably the title track, 72 Seasons. My favorite on the album. Boy, that's a tough call right now. It's still fairly new. I haven't listened to it all that much. I probably only have like maybe 4 listens to the whole album. It's too soon to say for the whole album. My favorite of the singles was 72 Seasons, though. I have to listen to it more. Well, let's listen to it right now. This music's not making it to the VOD. That's why I'm playing it. Let's just listen to it right now. I'll switch to it. We'll just start from the top. There we go. But anyway, looping back around. Like I said, 80s thrash is where it's at. You can't beat it, in my opinion. That's just me thinking, though. Let's see. Where'd that pick go? I threw my pick over here the other day, and I don't know where it went. Oh, I bet it fell down. I don't like this pick, but I'll use it. I don't like this pick, but I'll use it. Come on. I hate this strap. I need to get strap locks. Whoops, I messed it up already. I keep messing it up. My sense of music makes you want to come to the stream more. Hey, you're always welcome. You're always welcome. Normally during my streams, when I'm playing Minecraft specifically, I don't usually play music unless I'm playing Minecraft. Usually I just have a playlist of like everything I listen to, like everything, just shuffle together. I just hit shuffle. It's not even everything I listen to. It's just like the things I listen to the most often. And even then, I really need to trim the list down because while there's artists on there that I do listen to frequently, I put like everything by that artist on there. When I said the playlist is literally called everything, and I meant everything. It's like if I like anything by that artist, like the entirety of their catalog went on there when I should have been more selective. Now, some artists, I do want the entirety of their catalog on there. But others I probably should have pruned down. I play bass. I play guitar. I know how to play 1.5 songs on piano. I don't know how to play piano, to be clear. I learned those songs specifically. There's a game, I don't know if you've heard of it, called Magic Piano, where it's like Guitar Hero meets piano. It has the notes that drop down and you just tap it. And I like those songs to begin with, but because of that song, I didn't know there was other apps that could do this at the time. But because of that app, ad break. Welcome back. That was a quick ad. Glad it was a short ad. Sorry about the ads. But because of that app or that game, I was able to play one note at a time and then it pauses. So I was able to tap it, hear the note, find it on the piano. And if it was a chord, you could actually play one note at a time, because if it was a chord, it would show up as more than one note at once, obviously, because that's what a chord is. I still have it on my phone. I wonder if I can get the screen to show up. At least I thought I had it on my phone still. Oh yeah, there it is. Whoops. Come on, back off. There we go. Trying to find the one specific song I'm talking about here. There we go. I'm going to pause the Metallica so you can hear this. Let me put this back up so I can see if it's focusing. Let me put it on this screen, actually. Is that it's all blown out, isn't it? Let me take this guitar up so I can get closer. I can't get up as close without the. Oh, come on. There we go. Now you can kind of see it. But this is how you do it. It starts off with 3 dots, right? You can do 1 note at a time. So I would do that. Boom, boom, boom. And I would find those notes on the piano and play them. And then it's just a matter of memorization. It may be a while before you. But then you got these individual notes. You do the whole chord. Now I'm not getting very many points because I'm not playing accurately. I'm playing, but it'll still do the right notes. See that? The fact that you can do individual notes. Moonlight Sonata, indeed. The fact that you can do individual notes is how I learned how to play that song. I didn't know there were other apps that did it even better. It's called Piano 3D. It's got to load. Downloading visuals. Let's pick a different song here. Stop. Please stop. Thank you. Favorites. Here we go. It has a literal 3D animated piano there, but you could go into AI mode where it turns on your camera and you point at your keyboard or piano, and then it'll highlight the keys in virtual reality. Or you can go into learn mode. And it'll do this. And it'll physically show you which keys to press. And you can pause, slow it down, and go note by note. And so that's how I taught myself how to play those songs. I can play movement 1 of Moonlight, and then I can play movement 2 of Appassionata. And if you're not familiar with that one, it's not as famous as Moonlight, for example. I'll play it for you here real quick. Songs library. Appassionata movement 2. That is not Appassionata movement 2. I clicked on the wrong one. That's why. I clicked on the wrong one. That's why. Because I'm stupid. Let me go to my favorites. That would be an easier way to find it. Appassionata movement 2. Here we go. And like I said, you can go into learn mode, and then it'll show you. I can play this part. Let me find where I'll find this up to the spot where I can no longer play. It's right after this section here. You need to find something like that for guitar. I'm sure there, I'm sure there's stuff like that. Rocksmith, I think maybe. Right here is where I can no longer play. I'm still learning this part. I don't know how to play it from memory yet. But it'll be easy to learn. It shows you exactly what to play. And if you look in the top corner, one of these corners, I don't remember, this corner here, it'll show you when to use the pedal. You can see it flickering on and off when you're supposed to hit the pedal. So it's really, 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 really handy to learn how to play piano that way. But yeah, I play guitar, I play bass, and I know a song and a half on piano. And my whole strap fell off that time. Very fun. I really need to get strap locks. Now, Edgar and I used to have redeems on here for my own music, but I took them down because they're you had no clue I was interested in piano. I've known how to play Moonlight Sonata for many years now, actually. Um, I'd say at least 8 because I knew how to play it. That app I just the first one or the second one, because I showed 2 different ones. The one I was just showing there at the end, it's called Piano 3D. It's not free, but if you're legit trying to learn, it's absolutely worth it. Um, the what was I saying before that? Oh, I've known how to play it for at least I'd say 8 years because um, oh, the one that you said would work for guitar. Um, I think it's called Rocksmith. Um, that seems like it might be the one I was talking about. Um, I know Metallica just worked with one company where there's like learn how to play the songs how we play them, and like it was a whole thing. But I don't think it was Rocksmith. I'll look at Lex. I'll look into it after stream, and I'll send the name of it to you. Because I think Rocksmith's more like Guitar Hero when you're using a real guitar to play, and not what I'm thinking of for learning. But yeah, like I said, I've known how to play that song on piano for at least 8 years because my grandma was still alive when I learned how to play that, and I had known how to play the whole song for a while before she died, and she died in 2017. That's been 6 years since she's been gone now, and I've known how to play it for a while before she died. So it's been a while. That sounds out of tune. It's close enough without an actual tuner. Can you even hear my guitar? Or is my noise gate canceling it out? The levels on the mixer thing here don't look like it's lighting up too much. I can move this down, actually. Point it right at the guitar is probably going to be better. Let me retune it. It's really not in tune. Let me get the tuner on my phone. Oh, the doggy heard something. Doggy heard something. It's always the G. It's always the G. It's always got to be such a pain. Come on. Oh, for God's sake, I can't really hear it. I don't like this app. It sucks. It would work better if this was an acoustic guitar, but it's not. It's close enough. Good God. It's close enough. Of course, my hand is chopped off. Unless I do this. It's ridiculous. Yeah, I think Rocksmith is a game, actually. That's why I don't think it's the right one. But yeah. Crap. I hate this pick. I hate this pick. I wish I could find the other one that I had over here, but it's not in sight. So I also wish it wasn't cutting off my freaking hand. Unless I literally do this with it, and that's uncomfortable. Anyway, I wasn't trying to turn this into a let's play guitar on stream session. I don't have the equipment to do it the right way. Otherwise, I would. Possibly, anyway. And I can't even play you a recording of me playing because coming through my microphone, it would go to the VOD and then I'd get hit with copyright. Well, then again, I have a version that's guitar only, but it sounds like crap. It's a chatty stream, so it works, I guess. At least you have a pig. You lost money to your dog a few months ago. You ate it. I mean, pigs are cheap, Lex. You can get like a pack of 12 for like $3. Probably cheaper than that if you get them online. I don't know how well you can hear this. It sounds like crap because this is recorded on my phone, not a real mic. It was just my phone sitting on my desk recording while I was playing. Look how much of me is cut off the camera right now. Watch this get me a copyright strike, even though it's me playing and not the actual song. We'll deal with it if that happens. Anyway, I don't like listening to just my guitar. I like listening to my guitar with the songs I'm playing with. Anyway, back to the tour, shall we? Full floor offices. That's where we left off. Just enclose the elevator area with the wall here, and the whole rest of the floor is available. The only place you can find a shop in town you lived in, you don't go back there because you don't want to deal with your mom and her nonsense. Lex, you can absolutely order picks off of Amazon. I know you can. Amazon. Guitar picks. Yeah, you can absolutely get them on Amazon. If you have a preferred thickness, you can absolutely just order like a whole huge bag of them. For example, my normal one I think is the point. Actually, let me look at this. 0.88 is my normal thickness. It's the green Dunlop Tortex pick. That's my normal. So let's see. You can look for Dunlop Tortex 0.88. You can get a 12 pack for $6 on Amazon. A bag of 72 for $27. So, and they even have like I said, they have your standard shape. They have your well, let me just do this actually. Do this. They have your standard shape here. These ones are slightly more pointy. You have this one, which is a slightly more weird shape. And they have your triangle ones. They have white versions. You can absolutely get them on Amazon for cheap. And if you have Prime, you don't even have to worry about shipping. It's $6 for a 12 pack. $6 for a 12 pack. Get strings on here while you're at it. Hell, I got the I modified my guitar myself and put in a humbucker in my Strat, and I got the pick guard off of Amazon. Perfect fit. Didn't have to do any modifications to it. It just worked. But I think Egern said he was going to be right back. I don't know if he's back yet. Also, I shouldn't assume he. So let's say they for now. I don't think they're back yet. But anyway, full floor offices until we get to this shift in the building structure. And then from here up for a while is quarter floor apartments. And then up a little ways farther is... Oh, actually, all the apartments are quarter floor. That's right. All the apartments? Wow. Words. All of the apartments are quarter floor. However, because I'm just giving them away, I always gave the option of turning it into a half floor or a full floor. For example, I gave these guys a half floor because they asked for one. And all I did was fill in one of the doorways and take out the dividing wall. So they have a half floor here, and this was a half floor here for this guy. Apartments. And if they wanted a full floor, I would have absolutely done that. All I would have had to do is take this pattern, stretch it straight across here, same over here, and then just pick a side to add a doorway in the middle, just like I did with the full floor offices, like this. And instead of it would have been just one door instead of two, but this would have been an apartment. And then my penthouse apartment is a 2-floor thing. I got my assortment of cats here. These were not all black cats, by the way, or the tuxedo cats. They were all different cats. I don't know why. My guess is because the schematic knew cat. It didn't have cat type. It had the cat and the name. These are the metallic cats. Stole that little thing from Garage Inc. on the I think it was Garage Inc. on the insert, the CD insert. They were dressed up like a 60s band, you know, like powder blue tuxedos and everything, and the metallic cats. So got the metallic cats, and then these guys were just silenced. And then random names. Sugar, I'm sure this was a white cat. That's why it's called Sugar. Jelly was a jelly cat, obviously. Sandy was the sandy colored cat. Mr. Bigglesworth was also a white cat. Shitrock was a tabby, I believe. I don't remember what Spaz was. And Shitrock is a Trailer Park Boys reference. You either know or you don't. Now, what's missing here, I had album covers in pixel art that I made. Map art, I should say. I am not a darn good builder. All I built was the building. And this isn't exactly groundbreaking carpet design. None of the decorations are mine. I did not decorate this. These decorations here were by the person that I gave the apartment to. This was Eunice and Torn from our old server. I gave them this room. They are the ones that decorated this. I did not decorate my apartment here. I had someone else do it. He was another builder. He was the best builder I've ever seen in person. He did this decorations for me. And then up here on my office, Eunice is the one that did my office decorations. And then down here, a different person did the decorations in the lobby. A different person did the decorations for the bar. A different person did the decorations for the restaurant. A different person did the decorations for the dance club. I wouldn't really call the shop decorations. It was literally just me laying out everything that I sold in somewhat of a reasonable clumpage of items. Glass is all together. Nether items all together. Ice was just random, so that just threw that on. Wool all together. The sea lantern stuff all together. Stones all together. Terracottas all together. In stuff all together. Grasses and dirts and stuff all together. Woods all together. Concrete stuff all together. Dyes all together. Candles all together. Glazed terracotta all together. Tools all together. And then random stuff here. This is not what I would call decoration. This is just shop layout. So none of the actual decorations is anything that I did. And as far as this building goes, like I said, this is a real life building that I replicated in the game, which is one of my only 2 skills that I can say I actually am decent at. In fact, let me do a thing. That's not what I want to do. I want to do new window here. Drag this over here. We're going to go to maps.googlies.com. And we are going to do layers, terrain, no, layers, satellite. We are going to zoom in on downtown Indianapolis. We are going to double click here. We are going to do, if I can, street view. How do you do street view in Google Maps? I know how to do it on Google Earth, but not on Google Maps. Street view. That's what I want. How do I do it? Oh, you click on the street. There we go. So, yeah. Salesforce Tower, downtown Indianapolis. How do you move? Double click. Let me see if I can line up right in the center here. Salesforce Tower. So you have the little awning thing. Obviously, there's nothing mirrored in the game. But, so we have the little awning here. Go back to the game. Let me exit the building here in a much faster way. Awning here. It's really hard to get a slope that shallow in the game, especially with glass. Let me just close this because that's going to be a pain. Solid glass wall here. If you look here, you can see how it kind of, maybe if I back up a little bit actually. Little boop this way. Whoops. There you go. You can see how it's flat glass here and then it boops out for this here. So now we go here. We're looking at this angle here. It's flat glass there and then it boops out for this section here. I'll wait for the ads. I'll take a drink while I'm at it. I don't have my fancy border or background on this particular scene where it does display capture instead of a window capture. Told me you had 6 ads coming, only played 2, now you're back. Well, that's always nice. Less ads is always good. But just looking at this, I mean, it's very easy. I mean, they're already in block form. You know, it's already in block form. So just looking at it, you just count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I mean, I probably ended up making it 5. Let's find out. Or maybe bumped it to 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So what I probably did, I probably made it. See, I didn't have connected textures when I made this. So like, I need to go through and get rid of some of the connected textures because some of them I don't want to have. But let's just look at these windows, for example. How you have a window part here and then it backs up a little bit. Let's go down here because both of the ends are the same. So obviously I can't do a 45-degree slope like that. So it's just straight line and then indentated by 1. But you can almost basically count the blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So this particular building, you can see how unbelievably easy replicating this building would be in Minecraft. It's already laid out in blocks. This lower level here, this would be a pane. So we go back to the game and look. This level here is indeed panes. Or it's not panes, but it's been indented anyway. And then here on the corner, it is a pane. Because if we look at that corner, you see how it's not a full block there. So this looks like it's been indented by a full block, so that's what it is in the game. It's indented by a full block. And this is a glass pane to get that partial pointing out and then going across. And then above that, it's just blocks. So you can see how easy this is to replicate. It is not hard at all to do. Not even close. Not even close. And when I did the full scale version, I did it with Google Earth, and it has the 3D line tool. So you literally click on the corner, drag your line, and click at the end. So to know how far it is from here to here, you just click on it, and it would tell you. And you just have it set in meters because that's how big the blocks are. They're 1 cubic meter. So, Pyro, welcome in. How are you doing today? Just a very, very, very much random stream today. Very much a random stream. I was bored. I was doing stuff. And I'm like, why not stream? I got nothing else to do. And just sitting here working. I'm just sitting here explaining why I'm not a good builder. Everybody sees the city and like, oh, you're a good builder, man. What are you talking about? Well, this is what I'm talking about. Look at this. It's already divided up into blocks. Count the blocks and place them. You know what I'm saying? And for the 1-to-1 scale version, like I said, Google Earth has a 3D path tool. Click on the corner, click at the end. How many meters is that? That's how many blocks long it is. Once you have the full length, you back it off. You know, you see, that's probably 1 meter right there. So that's just a 1 block gap, which is exactly what it is on the building. And so that's probably what it is. It's probably 9 meters wide here. And that's why it's 9 blocks on the model. But when it's already broken up into blocks, you know, even just looking at it, even if you did every single one of these as 1 block, it's not hard at all. Keep in mind, I was working off of the 3D model on Google Earth, not this image here. And then this building here, I'm sure you'll recognize it. This is the other building I have in the city. In fact, let me go back to the city. I'm standing on it. I'm actually standing on this building. That's convenient. First off, let me turn off that placement. That is causing me some lag. So, let's look at this building now. Let's go back to here. Go down to this corner. And notice the orientation. We have the big building. And then over here, we have the granite building. And you can see how I did this one. So, big building, granite building. I just used black concrete for, whoops. I need to put that back on. There we go. Black concrete for these dots here. Granite. And then sandstone, or whatever it was I used. White concrete in this case. And then, I mean, you can literally just, you can see how easy it is to just like look at it and go, oh, you know, roughly get the shape. You know, this is the hardest part. It was just a diagonal. I ended up just making it a diagonal for the most part. And then this shape here that I'm looking at right now is this part right here. And then this part right here is that part right there. And then that just, if we go back to this, that just continues straight up. Obviously, in real life, glass is very reflective with light, where you can see right through it in the game. But that's, you know, just picture it as being reflective. And so you can see how easy it would be to build this even. I mean, just looking. I almost did this with granite. I almost did this with the granite because of that. But I thought it made it look too cluttered. So I didn't. Plus, that's not exactly how it goes anyway. It's a solid base, and then it's like quarter blocks stacked up, alternating with a gap. Well, there's no quarter blocks, so I couldn't do that. So that's why it's just solid at the bottom. That was just the choice I ended up making because of the limitations of the game. And then this building right across the street, you can see this one section is a little bit different with reflectivity. You have that white line there, right? So what I did, you have, let's look at the model again. You have the white line for the floor, and then you can see where it's black on this side, right? But then every little bit there's a white line that continues through, right? So I couldn't, it's a different type of, it's either a different tint of glass or something. It might be, I don't know how they did this. I don't know how. So in order to make that sort of look right, all I did, instead of carrying on with white concrete, I switched it to black and then did a quartz slab underneath to get that white streak. But as far as this goes, I mean, look, more blocks. More blocks. And then pillars are easy. And like I've always said, this building is twice as long as I built it. Because if we look down here, the other half is just a parking garage. And who needs a parking garage in Minecraft? Nobody. So I saved myself some materials and some space and just didn't build that. So just pretend this is like literally twice as long. But this whole part was a parking garage. And that's it. So you can see why I keep saying I'm not a good builder, because everything I've built is unbelievably easy when you're looking at the real thing. And everything's pretty much already split up into blocks anyway. Look at that. Block, 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 block. So yeah. And even with this building here, the big one, the parking garage matches the theme. It matches the theme of that building as well. But again, it's a parking garage. Why would I build a parking garage? So I don't. And there's little shops in here that I didn't bother doing. And the back half of this one is even a parking garage. But again, I don't want the parking garage because who needs it? So instead, I ended up just taking this theme and building it all the way around. It's just little decisions like that, but it's like I'm not making it up. I'm making it up in a way, but I'm following a pre-made pattern. You tried your own hand at building one of your favorite places on the planet and you keep screwing up and can't figure it out. It could just be the shape of the building. For example, another building I've tried to build myself, on stream even, it came out horribly and I ended up abandoning the idea. How do I get that turned off? Get rid of this. There we go. Now, I'm used to finding it with Google Earth because of the 3D buildings, so it might take me a second to find it. Or I could just search for it. It's Waldorf Astoria, Chicago. There we go. Let's zoom in on it before I click out of that. Here we go. And now we can turn. Where did the thing go down here? Oh, there we go. Street view. I wanted to build this building. This rounded corner really screwed me up. And the fact that it's not square. If we look at the overhead view, if there is one, you can see, will this not rotate? It won't. This ain't Google Earth. It won't rotate. But you can see the front edge here is at an angle. So creatively, I could just say, you know what? It's not going to have that slant. It's going to be square. I could do that. And that would probably make building this a lot easier because I even tried to do the rounded corner and it just really screwed me, this rounded corner here. Between this rounded corner and the angle, that's what screwed me. This is on my list. I will probably eventually try to build this again. I probably won't do it on stream because last time I tried it on stream, I messed it up. And I think it might have been because I get distracted with chat and then my brain loses focus on what it was doing, as we know happens with me all the time. How many times, what was I talking about? How many times does that happen per stream? So it's probably my brain losing count or something like that and then continuing on and be like, oh, nope, that was wrong. But by the time you realize that you have half the building done and then the upper layers don't line up where they should because you miscounted somewhere and you have to start all over. So that building is on my to-do list. Pyro says, look up Renaissance CX Center. Let's see. RENAISSANCE. Renaissance CX. Is the X accidental, Pyro? I'm assuming the X was accidental. Oh yeah, this building. Yeah, I've seen this building before. I've absolutely seen this one before. I would love to switch to Google Earth, but if I switch to Google Earth, my bitrate will plummet and the stream will start to lag. Like the actual stream will start to lag. Learned that the hard way as well. But yeah, there's all sorts of buildings. I need to turn that crap off. There we go. There's all sorts of buildings in the world that I want to build. Let's see if I can find, just from memory, this one building. It was here in this city somewhere. Along the river somewhere. Because I'm just so familiar with this particular city in China, right? It's my second home. I live there on weekends. I know it's on the south side of this river somewhere. But I don't know where. When I first saw it, I'm like, oh, I want to try that. But I had to give up on the idea because the only way to make it physically work would be to make it larger than would fit in the world. Just because of how the blocks work. Once you see the building, you'll understand. If I can find it. If you're able, you want to DM me a pic of the place you've been trying to build. See what I was struggling with. Okay. Or you can just tell me and I can look it up. I don't remember the name of this building, or I just looked this one up. I remember it kind of has like a park-like thing with it. Maybe it's a different river? How many rivers does this place have? Maybe it's on this side. I don't know. Hold on a second. Let's move this over here. Go to... I think I posted it in Lammy's Discord, if I'm not mistaken. Uh-oh. Sky rats. Of course I went the wrong way. I am not used to these streets not being here yet. Alright, let me go back to this. I was looking for something specific. I know I posted it in here somewhere. I don't remember when. I don't remember what channel I put it in either. Hey, was this one? Nope. Good God. What? It's so hard to find where I freaking put my own freaking pictures. I'm just gonna search for my own name here. Now I can see everything I posted. Nope. I didn't think it'd be this old. I just seems like I just sent it. It should be on the first freaking page. Oh, for the love of God, it's not working. Ah, that's driving me nuts. Maybe if I look up another type of word, maybe. No, I don't know. I don't know. I'll give up. Linwood Hall in Elkins Park, Pennsylvania. Ancients, welcome in. How are you doing tonight? Tonight? It's afternoon. Well, it might be night for you. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, it's night for you, isn't it? It's like 8 or 9. Maybe 7 or 8. I can't math. It's evening at the very least for you, I believe. Let's see. Linwood Hall. Elkins Park. Oh yeah, you've shown me this before. I remember now. Tired and you feel like you got a wild work week behind you? Well, I'm glad you're gonna enjoy your weekend. That's always nice. See, I need this and Street View. We can click here. And yeah, the problem with these types of buildings is the little small non-full block detail pieces that adorn the exterior, because we do not have vertical slabs to do these columns without making it a full-blown column sticking out of the front. You could always do the stairs / slabs for the awnings over here, but for these pillars specifically, there's not much you can do without making it like a full block farther out from the front face, because you can tell that's only like a very, very slight protrusion from the rest of the building. So a full block would not look right, but it's also not flat. But you have to pick and choose. It's more flat than it is a full block. In fact, I have built a building very similar to this. Let's look at the backside if we can. Yeah, you can. It's the same here as well. For the whatever you want to call these, your only bet, you have two options. You can either go with fences, which based off the color of this building's birch would probably be your best bet if you're going to do that, or you could do upside down stairs, and sandstone would probably work for that, since the whole building would probably be sandstone, unless you want to get expensive and make the whole thing out of quartz, but that's going to be very, very expensive. I don't have that world on this profile, so let me move it. Saves. Here, we're going to copy. We're going to go to profiles, 119.3, saves, paste. It's going to take that a minute. But, I have built a building very, very similar. The United States Supreme Court. It's actually very, very similar to this. In fact, U.S. Supreme, if I could type, Court. And then Street View. See that? Very similar with the pillar thing. Similar pillars in the front, obviously much larger than that house. But you can see the similarities here with the slight protrusions for the pillars. It doesn't have the little window dressing on the tops. But if that is done, which I think it is, should be here now. Excellent. So I can show you how I did it. I chose to make it flat, which looks objectively not great. But when you're going for as accurate as you can, flat, like I said, in reality, it's more flat than it is protruding when you're talking about either an entire block or nothing at all. So yeah, here's the actual cats. So you go. Natty is a orange one. Sugar was indeed white. Mr. Bigglesworth is whatever that kind is. There we go. Here's what the cats look like. We're just showing this off. And the artwork. There's a couple missing up here, I think, unless I just didn't get to those yet. But let me get through here. Oh, right. I gotta do the thing. There we go. So here's that building in where it was actually built. I actually might, now that I'm thinking about it, I might actually recreate these towers here. If it'll fit in the plot. Instead of a triple tower plaza, it's going to be a quadruple tower plaza. This one's actually already decorated and everything. I might do that. If it wasn't, because if this was made out of anything but quartz, or if quartz was way cheaper to get, I would love to rebuild this building. I co-own this with a friend. I own this one outright. I co-own these with a friend. I own this one outright, and I co-own this one with a friend. I would love to rebuild it. I built this building myself. This is another real life building, since we're doing a small tour here, I guess, on the way to showing off what I'm actually came here to do. This is a on the way down the rabbit hole, Mac. It's an adjacent hole. I'm on my way to, it's right down there at the end of this road. I'm on my way to show off what I came here for, but I might as well show these while I'm passing them by. This is the Swedish House of Nobility. And again, I only had a front view of that, so I just mirrored the front and back. But I built this based off an image of that place. This is Humboldt Forum. I don't remember where that's located, but this entire thing has been a rabbit hole. That is very true. I was mining when I started this stream, by the way, guys. Literally just mining. And here we are, an hour and a half later. We're not even close to mining. But yeah, this is Humboldt Forum. I don't remember where this is from. I just remember that's what it is because we have signs. There we go. Humboldt Forum. Designed and built by me. And then this is my warehouse. I designed, this is actually my own design. This is my own design. However, it was very, 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 very much heavily inspired by a real life building. I just took the design theme and made something that fits my needs perfectly. You gotta go food hunting? Food sounds amazing. I'm only about an hour away from food myself. So, like I said, very much my own design, but also very much inspired by a real building. And here it is. The United States Supreme Court. Here's how I did the thing. Pillar courts, because it was a pillar, but it's flat. It looks, I wish we had vertical slabs. That would make life so much better. Because you could just take a pillar courts, do a vertical slab out of it, and that would be perfect. But they don't have that in this game. And the chiseled, you know, there's actually like intricate carvings that also protrude slightly because it's a 3D carving. But again, you can't do that in the game. So just flat chiseled quartz and flat pillars. And that's how I pulled that off. The pillars are easy. Those are just straight up pillars. And then the roof line, you just get gradually work the slope you want. And I'm too far away to see the back. Let's, do I have wings on? I doubt it. Nope. Let's, I don't know where nothing is anymore. Where's the freaking wings? Elytra are in tools, okay? And then rockets. There we go. Now we're cooking. You think your cat's species confused? She plays fetch? That's funny. And then the back is just... Obviously, there's two sides to that building. I only made one. But I only wanted the front half, so that's all I built. But, yeah, getting... Lex, if you would like, I could probably build that building for you and send you a schematic for it. Because it's very, very, very similar to this, and I've already done this. Oh, by the way, if you guys couldn't tell, this city is very much inspired by London. If we come down here to this end, I'm in creative. I can hard spam these. The original palace that was here looked a lot more like Buckingham Palace than this does. And we knew that, and we didn't want that. That's why we rebuilt it with this version, with this building. But you have, you know, your angled streets here. And then I think the real street in real life isn't this wide with the tram going down it, but picture that long street going straight down the front from Buckingham Palace. And what's at the other end of that street? The arch. And indeed, the arch is here. I don't know how close this is to the real thing, but this was definitely inspired by the archway in London there. The problem is you don't know how to work it. Oh, you're on Xbox. I forgot. Yeah, there's nothing I can do for you with that. There's no mods for Xbox. I don't think, anyway. I don't know how close... I don't know if Bedrock and console are identical, or if they're still separate. I know they used to be separate, but I don't know if they've merged with enough... I don't know if they've done enough parity that they're merged. And even if they were... Because I could always just build... If they were merged, I could just build it on Bedrock. But again, I don't know how you would import a world save. Like this world, for example, it was on... this was a server, you know, and it's like Halcyon Heights is about to have the world download, right? Well, this was the world download from that server. So you just put it in your world saves folder when you're on computer, even for Bedrock, I believe, but I don't know how it would work on console. So, one last thing that I did build here. This building right here. He sent me a picture of London, a street in London, way back in the day, like a very, very old picture of London. And the angle was very steep. It was like looking down the street like this. So this was the angle of the building that I had, basically. And from that angle, I built this. Now, the original was only half of this. It was this, and this. It was 4 whites and then the brick end. We needed more room, so we literally just copied and flipped it and made it this. But I designed and built this building myself as well. It's labeled on here somewhere. There we go. That's not the name of the real life building. I don't know what the name of the real life building was. That's just what we call it here. But I did design and build this building myself. But again, everything that I've designed and built that looks anything remotely decent is more. You can bet your bottom dollar that it was based off of a real life location that I was able to have reference pictures of to replicate. Because if I don't have that, it ain't gonna be looking good. I can assure you. That's why you're just trying to find someone to build skills. Come and help me. Even if I could, I don't know if Xbox and Bedrock are the same. Let's Google that problem. Is Bedrock and Xbox crossplay? Since the release of Bedrock Edition, Minecraft has supported crossplay. That means you can play the game with your friends no matter what platform. Okay, so we would need a server though. Welcome back, Mac. What did you get for food? Food sounds good. It's getting close to dinner time. Like another hour for dinner. Food's sounding pretty good. um... So basically we'd have to be... Well, that would be easy enough. Be friends on Microsoft. That's easy enough. Friends tab. Joinable cross-platform. I guess that could work. But I would absolutely need World Edit. I would 100% need World Edit. Because that's just... Building that whole thing by hand would just be a nightmare. When you can stack... And plus it helps with counting as well. Lex, I'll look into this more. And if I could figure out a way for us to play at the same time, for sure. Like, this looks promising, but I would need a way to have World Edit. There's just no getting around that. Now, here's the other question. Let's see. Does Bedrock have mods? There is mine support for Bedrock. Okay. Is World Edit on Bedrock? So there is a way to do it. So a soup from the local candy and soda shop. Nice. So if I can figure out how to get World Edit on my version of Bedrock, and then we do the whole Microsoft Friends thing, which is obviously very easy, and then you would join my game instead of me joining yours, and then that way, even if it's just for me, that way I would be able to have World Edit. But still, how would you get it back to your world? That's what I don't know. Let's look. Does Minecraft Xbox have world saves? Your world's gonna be backed up to Xbox. I wouldn't know how to. Let's see. Can you transfer? If I could freaking type a PC Bedrock world to Xbox. You would need to create a realm. Okay. So there's no way to do it, Lex, where you would have it on your world. That sucks. Sorry, Lex. I tried. But there's nothing I can do. Nothing I can do. Unless you get either Java or Bedrock on PC. Doesn't matter which version. Java would be better. But unless you get it on PC, there's not much I can do for you. Because it would cost money to set it up where you could transfer it over. Because Bedrock is a money pit. Microtransactions it's full of microtransactions from what I've gathered and understand. And Java is not like that. Paid for this game one time. And I haven't paid another penny to it. Get any mod I want. Play any version I want, all the way back to alpha. So, and if you still prefer the controller, you can absolutely still use a controller. You can absolutely still use the controller to play. If you there's a mod you can get that lets you use a controller. So if it's a controller thing that you're worried with, you can still definitely use a controller. Another streamer that I watch real late at night, Quinn, she plays Java, but she uses a controller because she has something, I don't know what it exactly is, but she has trouble with her hands, and a controller is easier for her to use. You do have Minecraft on PC now, but you want to build place on both Xbox and PC. Well, Lex, here's what you do. Build it on PC and then just reference it. Just reference back to it. Like, for example, say I wanted to rebuild this, but I didn't have any tools. Say I didn't have the tools like on Bedrock or on console. You build it on the PC, and then you come here, and then it'll take forever. It'll absolutely take forever. But you can go 1, 2, 3 blocks of that, and then 1 block back with this, and then you just bounce back and forth, and eventually you'll get it built. The base game doesn't require any more money, but if you want mod-like things, you have to pay. Yeah, that's my point. It's microtransactions. Mods are free, unless the developer of the mod itself wants money for it, which is fair. I mean, they're the ones that spent, time and skill building. They're the ones that developed it, so if they want to charge for it, that's fair. Just like resource packs, some resource packs, the creator of that wants paid because, that's art. They had to do the texturing, that's artwork. And as someone that has a somewhat customized texture pack myself, getting the block states and the models all done, there's a lot of work that goes into it. So, releasing it for free is all well and good, but if you want money for it, I can absolutely understand that as well. But by and large, my base texture pack is free. Everything that I found that has been cobbled together inside of it is all free. All the mods, free. Every single one of these mods is free. So, but that's what I would do. And if you're not using your TV as the computer monitor, You know, you could just literally leave it up on the screen. Like have your computer monitor with that with the build, like you build it on the PC first, like I said, because that's the easier way to do it. Especially if you have Java. I don't know. You said you have it on PC, but I don't know if it's Bedrock or Java. If it's Bedrock, apparently there is still a way to get world edit, but either way, you build it on PC first. And if you're building it on PC, I don't know if I could join your world and help you or not. It looked like I could, possibly. But if it is possible, then I can hop on and just build it for you. It'll take me longer without world edit, but I can still build it for you. And then once it's there, all you have to do is leave it up on your computer and just keep looking back at it. It's like having two monitors at that point. Have your computer over here, then your game on the TV, obviously, and then you just look back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. PCs usually Java better come. You can buy Bedrock by itself though, Mac. You can absolutely just get the Bedrock version. And Bedrock does not actually come with it normally. I did not have Bedrock until they did the whole migration thing. That was a perk of the migration. It's like, yeah, if you migrate, you get Bedrock for free. And the cape. It was like their whole thing to get you to migrate. But now they're about to start forcing you. You have till like September, I think, to switch. And then you won't be able to play anymore unless you switch. Oops. Multiplayer. Back on here. So yeah. Lex, do you know if it's Java or Bedrock? Because if it's Java, that opens things up. You build everything in creative usually, at least the original World Dragon, and you have, yeah. I always build everything first in creative mode. And then I rebuild it in creative, or survival. I should sleep. I just noticed the time. I'll sleep. Then I'll go outside. You think it's Java. So, I think I still have the thing. When you open, you have this launcher, right? Is this your launcher? Because I think I also have... yeah, this one here is Bedrock. I can just open Bedrock straight up. Do you see this when you open the game? Like this exact logo? Or do you see... Is this what you see when the game starts? Because this is what Bedrock looks like when you open it. You don't know for certain, you haven't played in a while. Well, this is what Bedrock looks like when you open it. See, I don't even have a world on here. I'm guessing these are free servers that you can join right off the bat. I don't know.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Hey, Brav, welcome in. Long time no see, man. How have you been? Welcome in. Thanks for swinging by. Trying to figure out which version Lex has of Minecraft on her computer, because I'm gonna try to help her build this building, but I don't know if she's on Bedrock or Java. I've been doing all right. I can't complain too much. Everything that I would complain about is the same old shit, so ain't nothing new. But see if I do friends, joinable friends. See, Lex, if you're on Bedrock. Okay, Lex, but if it is Bedrock, there may be a way for me to join you. I click on friends, and then we'll have to become friends on here, but that's obviously easy. And then I should be able to join you, or you should be able to join me. Either way. Um, so if it's Bedrock, we should theoretically be able to do it. If it's Java, that's even better. Because, how do you exit this thing? Settings. Exit? Settings, exit? Or I just literally hit X. There we go. You leveled up IRL the other day? That sounds intriguing. I'm not sure how you level up in real life. New job? New apartment? New house? Oh, you aged. Oh. Level up the my brain. Don't listen to my stupid brain. My brain's ridiculous. It's ridiculously stupid. Happy birthday. I wonder about my brain some days, guys. I really do. I really, really do. It's a wonder I'm even functioning. Oh, speaking of, as I get older, I think all the people I lost along the way, maybe a career as a tour guide wasn't such a good idea. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you'd lose your job if that one. Once again, you're 14. Nice. Mac, you thought the same thing as me. Yeah, Lex, once you do find out, just let me know. If it's Java edition, I can... When are we playing on the same server again? I don't know. When does the next season start? What is it going to restart with 120, or are you just going to expand the world? Because my original plan was to wait until this world restarted, because if you remember, I have this huge project going on. And splitting my time was the trick. But I've been told that there are no plans of resetting this world anytime remotely soon. So if that's the case, I have more time here than I thought, which means I can split my time a little more. However, that being said, when 120 does drop, the server that I help run with my friend, which is this one here, I am on the old world. MVTP me to I wish it showed up. Figures. I'm on the old world right now. We put it up as a nostalgia thing. I don't know how to get... I don't know the name of the friggin' original. Let me look it up. Let me drag this over here. I don't want you guys to see that. In fact, let me switch back to just the Minecraft tab. There we go. Console. I'm the admin on this server, so I have console access. So I can go into the files and see what the freaking world is called. Because you have to have the name exact for some stupid reason. NEU. Okay, so basically this without the underscore and capital K, capital M. Why would I have to... Oh my god. For the love of God. Oh, it's just MV confirm. There we go. So this world, even this new world here is temporary. Even this new world here is temporary. We will be resetting it. Once again, like I said, when 120 drops, we'll be resetting this world again, and we're going to be using the Terralith mod slash data pack to get new biomes. So even this world's temporary, but in the meantime, Lex, I can take you back to that old world that I was just on before I moved here. I can take you back to that, and we can build it there. And then I'll make sure you are able to get on this server anytime you need to reference it. So, but again, that all depends on if you're on Java or Bedrock. But see, there's perks of being me on this server. I'm OP, so I can do fun things like make it daytime randomly. Let me catch back up on chat. For your SMP, you have no clue. You're waiting to hear back from your server host about restarting the SMP. Yeah, like whenever, like I said, whenever it resets, I could see about joining. I'll be splitting my, like I said, I was hesitant to split my time to begin with because how big this project was, but now that I know that this server's not resetting anytime soon, I have more time to work with this, so I can have more time to split my time. However, like I said, when 120 drops, we'll be starting up the server again, and I'll be much busier with this because I'll have configuration files to get all set up for all the plugins and everything, and making sure all the builders can get on and make sure they have all the permissions they need, making sure they have all the tools they need to do everything, because we're going to be building the spawn area first before we get everything going. So it's going to be a lot once we get started. So I'll already be splitting my time fairly heavily with that. But once the server is actually up and running, after all the chaos that is building the spawn area, once the server is running, I should be way more free, because at that point it'll just be a fresh world where I have to do everything from scratch again anyway. So once that happens, I can probably realistically split my time between 3 servers and like just do like 1 server a day, you know. So it might be a few more months. Before we can make it happen. Lex says it might take a minute to find things out. He's gaming with your brother, so his hearing is selective at the minute. That's fine, Lex. No rush. There's no rush on it. Like I said, there's a way to do it either way. If it's Bedrock, theoretically all we should have to be able to do is friend each other, and then you should be able to join my game or I should be able to join your game, one or the other. And then once it's built, I should probably join your game, actually. That way you would have access to it. And then you would have it. And then all you have to do is reference back to it when you build it back on console. And if it's Java Edition, like I said, we can join this server here. And then you'll have access to this. Especially once it opens back up. Like I'll make sure you're whitelisted. So you can get back to reference that build. If it's still before we open. Once we open, the whitelist will be turned off. But there's ways. There's ways. So it doesn't really matter which is which. However, I would prefer it to be Java Edition because I have World Edit on here. And I'll be able to use World Edit, which will make the job go much quicker. I need to take a bio break, guys. I will be right back. I just realized I haven't turned the music back on since I paused it like an hour ago to do things. So let me throw some music back on. I put it on that playlist and hit shuffle again. So, all right, I will be back. I have to take a bio break. Be right back, guys. I'm back. I feel so much better. I feel so much better. Well, what should we do now? I don't really feel like mining anymore. I was mining earlier because I had nothing else to do, and then I started streaming, and then all of a sudden I had things to do. Figure that one out. What should we do? 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 Any ideas, guys? I got like a half hour before I should hop off to make dinner. So what can we do for a half hour? Do I still need stuff for the new build? Nope. All done. All done. It's ready to roll. It is ready to roll. I already have the bottom layer all placed down because I found out the hard way when you do that on stream, it takes up a lot more time and you eat into your build time. So the ground layer is already done. The lighting is already done. We're ready to build. All the glass here, all the concrete here, and then the carpet and the quartz and the lights, and I think these were just extra. And then the walls and the torches. We're all good. By the way, Brob, if you haven't seen it, that's not the button. Here's the button. This is the next building I'll be building. I'll be starting this Monday evening during stream. Sears Tower in Chicago. Got all the materials for it. By the way, I learned this trick, was it Tuesday or it was either Monday or Tuesday during stream. I was showing this off like I am right now. And I accidentally swung inside the building like this, but I learned this little secret. If you look at if you look at the hologram from Lightmatica through glass, it looks like the final product. That's exactly how it's going to look when it's done. So that's a fun little trick. Just look at it through glass. So that's Monday night's project. I would start on it now, but I wouldn't want to stop and but I don't have the time. So I will refrain for now. I will refrain for now. By the way, remember earlier when I was showing off the shop that was in this building, and I said how you could stop ice from melting? That's actually how this building was originally made. This is originally regular ice, and you could see through it, so these were windows. But obviously the ice would melt here. But this was on a server where you could stop the ice from melting. So that's how it was possible. I wish it was possible here because like I wanted to use regular ice, but obviously regular ice would melt. Glass, while obviously glass would be perfect for windows because that's literally what they're made of, it just didn't have the right look. It just didn't have the right look. So I just ended up going with packed ice because it's the same exact texture as regular ice. It's just not transparent. So that's why I did what I did. Oh, by the way, for those of you who have seen this city before, if you notice, I took out the road from here. It literally came straight over to here and turned. It was right over top of this and turned and butted straight into here. And then this road also connected straight through down to that street as well. I took all that out earlier today before I started the stream. If I knew I was streaming, if the stream was planned, I would have streamed the whole thing. But like I said, I was on for 2 hours before I even thought to start streaming. So you missed out on that. But because all of this is going to be park, it's going to be like a green space / a park area. So I took all the roads out. I lowered the platform. This was all built up by one block because it was a plot like these. And I was just going to add a layer of red at the bottom. I'm like, no, because it's a perfect cube now. And even though it's just one block, I would know. And I don't want that. So what I did, I just ended up surrounding this directly with the stone to make it look like it's on a pedestal. And that solved the problem because this is not a building. This is an art sculpture that just happens to be the size of a building. So now all this is going to be a park. I'm already getting ideas. This is not going to be here forever. This entrance down into my little basement. I'm going to probably put in a water elevator to get up and then just a little drop chute to get down. And I'm thinking I will disguise them as something like a little maintenance building or something, or that I'll pop out of and drop into, something like that. I'm getting ideas. Mac, I know you're good at terraforming like landscape. How are you with naturifying with like trees and grass and pathways and stuff? In fact, I'm just gonna go look at your base because I'm pretty sure you're really good at it. I'm 90% sure you're really good at it. because I'll probably end up hiring you to make these parks. I totally missed that hole, didn't I? You can do that. What type of trees you like? I was kind of thinking, could you do custom trees by any chance? Or, does it matter which portal I use, Mac? You're also the one who did the paths that spawn. Perfect. Does it matter which portal, Mac? I'm just gonna take one. Sort of. I'll figure it out. Okay, I know where I'm at. I know where I'm at. Yeah, see, this is exactly kind of what I'm thinking. Obviously, path blocks specifically, but also, you know, little bits of gravelly bits here and there as well. And then, like, I want it to look like a park, like nature reserve, park, like green space in the city, kind of like, sort of like Central Park in New York, except, you know, not as big. Let's free cam it. That's gonna be way faster than flying around. Oh, you meant sort of with the custom trees. I gotcha. I have some pre-made custom trees that someone used on that server, in fact. In fact. MVTP me to old underscore kingdom miner? Nope. Well, guess I'll have to look again. Guess I'll have to look again. Old dash. Gotcha. So it is old dash. There we go. Here's the question. What was I gonna show you guys? Custom trees. Right. Right. I need to... No, wait, this is the actual server. This is the actual server. I should be able to... In fact, fly speed. Yes! Why can't you do this in vanilla? You can actually, with the plugin that we have, I don't know which one it is. One of the plugins we have lets you change how fast you fly in creative mode. Mac, I'm thinking something like this. Obviously not the pond, because I'm right by the river. So I don't need a pond. But something like this. Ignore this particular tree here. That's a plug-in tree that naturally generated itself there. Ignore this one. So I'm just gonna do the thing here. Let's get rid of this. And game rule, random tick speed 3000. Let's get these leaves gone. There we go. Back down to 3. Get these out of the way. There we go. Yeah. Just ignore those trees. But yeah, something like this. This would be cool going out in the river maybe. And something like this is what I was thinking about to hide my entrance and exit to my basement. Something like this. I can just walk in, one side's the up, one side's the down. Just like my mine shaft that I did. But yeah, custom trees. I mean, like a default tree here and there wouldn't like be the end of the world, but like these are all custom trees, you know. Maybe a little bit more texturing in the pathways, like mixing in some like cobble and tuff and regular stone and stuff like that. Like I'm not good at that, but like I know what like I can see it in my brain. I can see all the stuff in my brain. Like I can see all these cool buildings in my brain that I would love to do, but it's making it happen that I'm just no good at. I can see it in my brain, but making it happen, just not a thing. On Xbox, if you double tap the analog stick forward, you fly really fast. You learned that when you accidentally did it and face planted into a theater on your Minecraft. Yeah, like this is the default speed. This is the default speed, and you can fly like this, and then you can hit sprint. But this is as fast as you can fly at default fly speed. But with the plugin that we have, we can literally change our fly speed to something nuts. I think 10 might be the max, actually. Let's try 99. Nope, 10's the max. So you saw how fast we was going just now versus this. Now I'm not sprinting yet. I am not sprinting yet. When I hit sprint, it's even faster. I just wish you could do this in vanilla, because so many times I wish I could fly faster. It also works for flying upwards as well. So you know how I've been doing it. When I'd want to fly up to the top of this thing, it would take forever. Versus, you know, where was this? Where was this? I needs this. I needs it. But yeah, this is exactly what I have in mind for the area on both sides of the river, Mac. And like I said, I can actually make schematics, like Lightmatica schematics, of these trees, because I would like it. You can just make those trees exact if you want, or hell, I could even make them myself. If you could just tell me where you would think they would look best, I could put them there myself. And this was what I originally had in mind for the suburb section, back when I was still going with that whole layout of the city. I've changed it since then, obviously. But this is what I had in mind. I like how the roads are actually curved, but I couldn't do curved roads. I'm not good at it. I'm not good at anything. But I tell you, I might actually make a schematic of this house here and rebuild it somewhere, because this house is cool. This house is really cool. I love this house. I was going to buy it, but it never made it up for sale before we restarted the server. Is that concrete powder? It is. I wonder if that's on purpose, or if it was just not done yet. See, I don't think this was all the way done yet. But yeah, I love it. I love it. It's so cool. Like, all of these houses are really cool. I wouldn't mind like copying all of these and rebuilding them somewhere. I really hope we can talk the person that built all these into joining the build team when we do the new spawn area. But see, look how cool some of these trees look, man. Time check. We're still good, Mac. Thanks. Appreciate it. You're doing a better job at keeping track than I am. I love this old rundown gas station. I am so happy that the guy that built this did join the build team. He built that. He built this cool warehouse back here. He built half of the cool looking buildings in the city. And he joined the build team. So the city, the spawn area should actually look really nice. Let me show you this city over here. What? What? Don't give me that crap. Can't tell me that. Teleport here. I said 1768 2102. 1768 2102. This way. Wait. Which way am I facing? Okay, it is this way. Here we go. Also, the guy that built 90% of this whole city here is on the build team. He's, like I said, this is the guy that built my penthouse in the tower. He built 99% of this whole city. He's one of the best builders I've ever seen in person. Like, I've seen some probably better builders like on YouTube and everything. I'm talking about like in person. Like, he is absolutely like top tier, like for sure. Like, I would have never thought to do this. He's got a building under construction here. I would have never ever thought to use stone as like the framework, like this structural framework of the building that hasn't been all facaded up yet. Never would have thought to do that. And he designed this electric course. You actually come up here. Like on here we have like there's a ladder you could use to get up here, but we have warps commands and everything. So this place takes you to two different places. You have the PvP zone. So you drop down here. And then right down there is the PvP park. Once you're in, you can't leave unless you die. Once again, with World Guard, you can prevent people from entering a particular area. You can also prevent people from leaving a particular area. And this whole place was set up where you could not leave unless you died. So once you was in, you was in. And then you come this way is the Elytra course. All the way out here at the end. Am I wearing Elytra still? Nope. Tools. Elytra. Now the whole thing with this Elytra course. And again, we what is my render distance on? Must be the server's render distance being too low. I'll have to remember to up that a little bit. You're supposed to be able to see the ground from here, but you can't. Again, with World Guard, when you go into a region, you can actually have a message that pops up. It's called a welcome message. You can also have an exit message as well, a farewell message, if you will. And so each one of these hoops had a welcome message. So when you flew through it, it would the message would be how many points that loop is worth. So then when you complete the course, you press T to open up chat, and you will have a record of your points for your flight. So that way you had to prove your score You didn't just take your word for it. And also, the idea was to do it without using rockets. It is possible. I've seen people do it. It's just very, very, very hard. The Elytra looks different to what it does on Xbox. It's pretty much always looked that way. But let's see if I can do it. Probably not. Oh, I missed already. Let's try that again. Let's see. Fly speed 10. There we go. See how useful that was? Alright, let's try it. Oh, I just clipped the edge. Damn it. On my body, you see color? Oh, that's because I have a cape. I have a cape. The Elytras get your cape color. If I was to turn my cape off, there you go. That's what that is. Anyway, it's not working now because we don't have it set up, but I think those are worth like 1 point each. And then this one's worth, I think, 2 points each. 2 points each. These ones are worth 5 points each, I think, because they're smaller. And then come through here, and then if you could land exactly on this pillar, you got a bonus point. 25 points without rockets. My best score was 22 points. That was my best score. Now you could use rockets, but you get, I think you get a, it's a separate rank. It's a separate rank if you used rockets. I mean, using rockets almost makes it too easy. Yeah, see, that's a perfect score. 25 points is the perfect score, and he got it. So it is absolutely possible. But yeah, he made this whole freaking city. He built that yacht. He built all this, man. You see what I'm saying? He's such a great builder. Put that back up to 10 now that we're flying around again. He built all of this. And he would just build it off the cuff as well. He didn't like pre-plan it. He would build it here as it came to him. Yeah, including all the graffiti as well. He did all the graffiti. And then over here is the airport. He built this whole airport. He designed this plane. I designed... no, I didn't. He designed these. He designed these, and they look so good, we moved them to the other airport. I found the tutorial for these planes. Neither of us designed these planes. But these planes actually functioned, by the way. If I was to go into spectator mode... right here, I think, is where you'd pop up. You would buy a ticket from the other airport. You'd walk onto the plane, and you'd go to your seat, and there'd be a pressure plate you'd step on, and that would teleport you to here. Obviously, simulating an actual flight would be almost impossible. But then you teleport here, and then you just walk out. That's also how you started off on the server as well. I have my own airline, by the way. How cool is that? Like I said, there's perks of being me. There's perks of being me. You'd buy your ticket here. You come over here, and then somewhere over here. Here it is. You sell your ticket. You sell your ticket. That's how you cash in your ticket. And then that would teleport you behind these doors. and then you'd come down here, come over here on the plane, and then back here somewhere, here it is, pressure plate. Underneath here is a command block, teleports you to the other plane in the other city, which is over here. And of course that doesn't work. Why did I think that was going to work again? Anyway, it would teleport you over here. You lost internet for a second? I'm sorry. But yeah, that's how we welcomed you actually. I should get back over to that so I can show you how it worked. 78 14 54. Here we go. So this is where you would be when you join the server. This had a door on it. Pretend there was a door there. But you would spawn right here at the back of the plane. This is where world spawn is. So the first time you join the server, this is where you'd be. And again, with World Guard, you have welcome messages and farewell messages when you enter specific areas. So when you landed here, it would pop up with a message in chat saying, "Welcome to the kingdom." You know, and yada yada yada. I don't remember exactly how it was phrased. It's like, you may now exit the plane. And then as you walk forward, there'd be like another region somewhere here in the middle where it's like we hope you enjoyed your flight and we hope you enjoy your stay, you know, here in the kingdom and whatever. And then we had an NPC standing right here that looked like a flight attendant. And then as you step here, it popped up in chat and it looked like the flight attendant was saying goodbye. Thanks for flying with the airline. Enjoy your stay and whatnot. And then you follow the path out here. And then, you just, like I said, keep following around. There's the owner's head. We had a plugin called Banner Board, where you could do huge custom like paintings and things, and it had a welcome sign. We had more NPCs in here that looked like TSA agents, and there would be another message here when you cross this line. It's like the next person to step up, and then when you stand here, it says you're everything looks good. You know, here's your passport back, and enjoy your stay. And you walk through here. We had the kingdom seal here. It's missing. Same thing back there. And then this was another one of the banner board things, and it would show your face on here. So regardless of who was looking at it, they would see their own face. And then you just keep going out here. And then that's not you can come from there. That's the gates where you would board the plane. But you could either choose to take the boring long walk down here or do the quick path. I doubt this still works. It does not. Teleport player. Does it need the slash now? Maybe it needs the slash now. Nope. Command blocks are not enabled on this server. That does not make sense. I will have to look into that as well. Anyway, you would step on this, and it would teleport you to right here, saving you the walk. Although you had the option to walk as well. And then they're not running right now, but we had minecarts, chest minecarts rolling around. So this is like your baggage claim and whatnot. Over here was the airport mall, which never really opened. It never really opened. We was gonna build like a bunch of seating area in here. Never got around to that. And then out here was the other really fun part. Our bus system was functional. We had a plugin that let you make custom GUIs and also use signs as a command block. So what you would do, you would click the sign, and it would trigger the command to open up that specific GUI. And in that GUI, it had pieces of paper. It could have been anything, any item. We just chose paper. Each one of them corresponded to one of the other bus stops throughout the city. And then in that plugin with the GUI, when you clicked on any of those pieces of paper, it would teleport you to that bus stop. So the map is missing, of course. But if we look at the city here, there's a bus stop there, there's a bus stop there, there's one, there's one, there's one. They're dotted all over the place. And we did have there was a map here. We had there is one moving. There it is. It's moving. It's the only one moving, but it's moving. But distraction. We did the whole banner, named banner thing underneath them, so you could see where every one of them was. Like, for example, this one here. This one here was called North Airport Parking Lot, and right there is the renamed banner. It's probably not renamed now, but it was renamed. So you could see on the map what it was called and where it was. And every one of these bus stops has one of those. So you could literally travel anywhere in the city via bus. So say I wanted to go down to my building, which is another street down, but I didn't want to walk and I don't have Elytra to fly. Click here, find that stop, click there, and it would instantly teleport me down there to it. So I really hope we can bring that back when we get the new server up and rolling again. I really hope we can bring that back. Seems you have Bedrock on your PC. Gotcha. So what we'll have to do, Lex, we'll have to friend each other with our Microsoft accounts. In fact, let me do that right now. If I type in Minecraft, I want the Bedrock version. Here we go. Lex, if you want to DM me your friend name, for that, friends, add friend. If you want to DM me your gamer tag, I can add you as a friend, and then I should be able to theoretically, this is all theoretical till it happens, join your world with you. And your gamer tag, or if you want to add me, here's my gamer tag right there. That should be your gamer tag. So if you want to add me, or if you want to send me your gamer tag and I'll add you. But just go to friends and then add friend, and then I need your gamer tag to do that. But once I have you as a friend, down here, joinable friends, if you're playing, I should be able to, theoretically, like I said, join you. And it would probably be best if I join you. That way, when I leave, you'll still have access to that world. Unless it's a combined world that disappears after we both leave. You'll have to do it after stream. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. But, yeah. It should theoretically be possible. You feel like it doesn't work that way, but you could be completely wrong. I mean, I Googled the thing earlier. Can you play. Let's see. Join a friend. If I could freaking type in Bedrock. I don't remember how I phrased it. Yeah, here it is. How to play with friends on other platforms using crossplay. So joining a friend's game. It should be. It should be possible according to this. I mean, like I said, it's all theoretical, but like worst case scenario, it doesn't work and we're screwed anyway. At least this way where there's a possibility. But yeah, I'm learning lots of things. I'll have to... So many things I have to work on this server. I got command blocks don't even work. We'll have to turn that on. I got tons and tons and tons of plugins I need to freaking configure. It's just gonna be a lot. Well, 4:30, I should hop off and make dinner. I have to pick Iris up by 6. Dinner tonight is a very, very, very fast dinner. Dinner shouldn't take longer than a half hour tops to make from start to finish. So that should be plenty of time. So I think what I might do, guys, I think I might make 2 versions of this screen. I built this screen myself using the bits and pieces from the start screen and the ending screen and things like that. I built it myself using those pieces. What I think I might do is make a second version of this instead of having this screen here where I'm still tiny down in the corner. Have this screen here and then still have the thanks for watching stream ending, thanks for watching down at the bottom. So I might make a second one of these, and that way I can just ditch this screen altogether. Ancients, thanks for popping in tonight. I appreciate it. It would help if I keep on the right screen. Let me find someone to raid. Let's see who's on. Mankey is on. Let's raid into Mankey. I don't think I've ever been able to raid into Mankey before. So let me go to this thing. Let me click on this button here. Click on Mankey. Start raid. I'm actually going to stop the music because it's kind of loud. All right. Mac is already on it. Mac is already on it. If you are a subscriber of mine, grab that first one. If you actually have the emotes, they will indeed be there. Give me a second to copy it myself. There you go. That's what it looks like when you copy it. My bot isn't a subscriber, so my bot doesn't have the emotes. Why is it not letting me copy this? You gotta be kidding me. Gotta be kidding me with this. You really gotta be kidding me with this. Copy. There we go. All right. So, this is what it looks like. If you don't have my emotes, grab the second one. It has default emotes from Twitch there. You can't copy anything. That's all right, Lex. Just if you can type out the message as quickly as you can, then at least you don't have to put the emotes or anything. Just say, or you can just do metal raid if you want, since you can't copy. But appreciate everybody for hanging out. Oh, this raid's ending now. I'll see you guys later.